Hi, y'all. So I know some of you right now are probably rolling your eyes and thinking, "Oh Lord, what is he going to be talking about right now?" Um, I get it. I'm very vocal about many things, especially lately. I've had a lot of conversations with people, and something that I'm asked more than once is, why, what makes you so passionate about these things? Why are you so vocal about it? What is your whole story with this? What's your backstory? So here it is, kind of really quickly. Yes, I was born and raised in the South, Greensboro, North Carolina, and uh, unfortunately, not just in the South, but unfortunately in the South, racism was prevalent then. It still is now. I don't even know if it ever went away anywhere for a while, but fortunately, I have two amazing parents that raised me to understand and to know how wrong it was, how wrong the hate was, and the prejudice and the bigotry, all of that, and to know that it wasn't just a part of life and that wasn't the right way to be thinking about things. So I thank them for that first and foremost. Um, but the other part of my story that informs on this and leads to a big word for me called empathy, which is very important, we'll get back to that in a little bit, is the fact that, yes, I am a proud gay man. And I have lived my life as a proud gay man for the last 25 years. So while I have never experienced racism, certainly not systemic racism, um, just for being the color of my skin, I certainly have felt and experienced hate and prejudice and bias simply for being who I am and what I am. So when people ask me, do I know what it's like to have people look at me differently? Yes, I do. Do I know what it's like to have people act differently around me? Yes, I do. Um, do I know what it's like to have bottles and rocks thrown at me simply for being who I am? Yes, I do. Um, do I know what it's like to have somebody slam on their brakes and get out of their car and chase me down the street simply because I was holding another man's hand? Yes, I do. Um, do I know what it's like to be called a faggot? Yes, I do. Do I know what it's like to be called a faggot by friends? Yes, I do. Former friends, but yes. Um, do I know what it's like to be in a restaurant and be chased out of that restaurant by a group of people because I dared to defend myself from them calling me and my friend that word? Yes, I do. Do I know what it's like for that group of people, four people against me and my friend, to then physically harass us and have to defend myself to that because of who I am? Yes, I know what that's like. Um, do I know what it's like to be called a faggot by a student? Yes, I know what that's like. Um, and up until 2 days ago, I, lived with sometimes in the back of my mind a fear, sometimes it was in the forefront of my mind a fear that I could be fired simply because of who I am, a gay man. But thankfully, we got a decision from the Supreme Court a couple of days ago. Thank you, Supreme Court, except for Alito and Kavanaugh and Thomas. But now that's one thing I don't have to worry about. And so, in a way, I feel a little bit more equal now. Um, and hey, it was in Pride Month, so that's awesome. But it also made me realize the struggle for equality is far from over. Um, and certainly for the Black community, which is really what leads me back to empathy, and it leads me back to Black Lives Matter. Now, I know that even just this phrase, you know, can make people uncomfortable. Some of what I was talking about a minute ago can make people uncomfortable. A lot of the conversations I've been having with people have probably made them feel uncomfortable lately. And here's what I want to say about that. That's a good thing. Because if you're uncomfortable, then it means that you care. Somewhere, either passionately you care, or maybe in your subconscious you care, but you care. And if you care, that means that you're capable of the empathy that is needed from all of us right now. It is so important that even if you've never been discriminated against in your life, although I feel like every one of us in some way has felt some form of discrimination, then you can empathize. And nobody's saying that, Black Lives Matter more. Nobody's saying that all lives don't matter. Obviously, all lives matter. And that is the ideal, and that is the goal. But the sad fact is we're not there yet. And that is why I'm so passionate about this subject and why I speak out so much about this subject. So just, if it makes you uncomfortable, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That means you care and you can empathize and you can build on that. So, do the work, build on that. Google's a great thing. Google's an amazing thing. You can find ways to help. Even if you don't think that you can do anything, if one voice doesn't matter, you can make a difference. And so that's what I want to urge everybody to do. Have these conversations, get uncomfortable, and then do something about it. And you can't, but don't ask a Black friend what you can do. It's not their job to teach you how to be an ally. You can figure this out on your own. You can ask me, you can ask other people that have posted videos. I've got plenty of friends I know that have posted videos about this subject. And like I said, you can Google it. So, do the work. It's not going to be easy all the time, but it's definitely long overdue, and it's something that we all have to do together. So please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and yeah, thank you for listening. Bye.